What's going on, everybody? Welcome to J Sports Seattle. Skip the formalities. We're going to get right into this because this was not okay. If you like the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share for more Seahawks and Seattle sports content. Let's get on with this. So, we got destroyed. We got embarrassed. 30-13. This is probably the most embarrassing loss in the Pete Carroll and John Schneider era. You cannot name me a more embarrassing loss. I do not want to hear the Super Bowl interception. Yeah, that was bad, but we were competitive that entire game until that moment. This is the single most embarrassing loss in the John Schneider and Pete Carroll era. Let's just look at this because, like, I'm like you guys. Have so many different emotions. I'm pissed. I am disappointed. I am embarrassed. Most importantly, I'm embarrassed. That's the main thing. I'm just thoroughly embarrassed. I'm speechless. This was horrible. This was horrible. So, defense didn't have any fight at all. I mean, look at this, though. Run defense, 2.3 a carry. That is amazing. That is amazing. 2.3 a carry is awesome. What's not amazing is this right here. We got diced. We got diced hard by these guys, man. We did not show up with any energy. We took these guys way too lightly, and we just looked like it looked like we didn't even know how to play a football game. And I must say this now: this loss was not on Geno. Geno actually had a pretty good game, in my opinion. Geno did everything he could, missing both his both tackles going out. Lockett got exited for a bit with a concussion scare. And Wosu got helped off the field. I don't know if he's good. But this was a horrible, horrible opener. And, excuse my language, but they're going to have to light a fire. They need to light a fire under their asses because this is not okay. This is unacceptable. They hyped all of this. They did all this hyping for this entire season, for entire offseason. And then they laid an egg in the first game. A massive ostrich egg. Like, I don't want to see that. I just don't know what to say other than this was the most embarrassing loss in the John Schneider and Pete Carroll era. Like, I'm at a loss of words. We could not get pressured on the quarterback. We did not get a single sack. We only got, let's see here. We only got 2 QB hits on the entire game. No sacks. Like, what in the world are we doing here? In the first half, we were looking great. The first quarter, we were looking great. And then the second half, when we blocked the field goal and then decided to run the ball on our third string running back on back-to-back plays in field goal territory with a chance to score. What the hell are you doing on the play calling? Waldron, this is on you. This is on Waldron, and this is on Clint Hurt, and this is on Pete Carroll. This loss is between those as the coaching staff's loss. This is all on the coaching staff. Obviously, the players didn't perform, but this was mainly a coaching loss. We lost to ourselves. Not to take any credit away from the Rams, they kicked our asses today. They handed our asses to us. That's not to take it away from them. They played a way better, way more complete football than we did. This is not okay, Pete Carroll and John Schneider. You can't do this, all right? You have all of these DBs in the secondary getting toasted and looking like they just played their first game in the NFL, Roland didn't play his first game in the NFL. Love hasn't played his first game in the NFL. Trey Brown definitely hasn't played his first game in the NFL. So what the hell? Why? Why did you shit the bed the way we did? This is not cool. This goes to show that you cannot judge things off of the preseason. Like, wow. They only got 2 sacks against us, but 7 QB hits, man. 7 QB hits. And then you let a 5th-round rookie, and he's good, don't get me wrong. You let a 5th-round rookie wide receiver drop 119 points on your asses. And you let some guy named Tutu Atwell drop another 119 on your guys' asses. Are you serious, man? When I was looking at this game, over the middle was wide freaking open every single time. What are we doing here on the defensive side? I can't even, as much as the offense sold in the second half, I can't even blame them that much because they weren't even on the field a lot. 12 yards in the second half? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? And then we have to go into Detroit next week playing a team that just beat the reigning champs. And this is how you look? Nah, man. It's safe to say this season could already be over. That might be drastic, and that might be I might be overreacting, but this Rams team had no expectations heading into this season. They lost their number 1 wide receiver and the best player on offense for 4 weeks, and they only had Matthew Stafford and Donald. That was it. And we got embarrassed. Next week, we cannot do this. This is not okay. And DK, what the hell are you doing, man? DK you think DK would learn from the past couple years to not let his emotions get the best of him, but he keeps doing it. He's not gonna get targeted a lot by Geno if he's just gonna keep doing this and costing the team. JSN didn't really have a good game, but like I said, I can't really blame the offense much for this game. I can blame a lot of their second half and their play calling, but there's really not much you can do when your defense allows 11 out of 17 third down completions. I think that's what it was. I don't know if they show that here, but this, oh my goodness, man. I was hyped heading into this game, and yesterday I said that this is this is an important game because it was an important game. This shows whether or not that we live up to the hype or not, and we are not living up to the hype. We laid the biggest egg you could possibly lay. This is we could start off 0-3, 0-5 potentially. Because our defense is still shit. It's like we fix one part of the game, run defense, and then another part just doesn't show up. This is on Pete Carroll. This is on Clint Hurt on the defensive side. And it's on the players as well because the players looked like they had no idea what they were doing. Bobby looked like he didn't know what he was doing. I mean, I think it was that Cam Akers touchdown on the pitch on 4th and goal. Bobby he was jogging. What are you, what? They thought this was going to be a cakewalk. No, they want to shut up the haters. You got to not let them do that. They are literally what we were last year. Low expectations, came in and shocked everybody. This is absolutely madness, man. And then, like I said, we lost both our starting tackles. And Woshu got hurt. Lockett got dinged up. This season is already grim. It's already looking grim. Because then we got to go. Now we have to face the Lions. We do come home and face, the Panthers, and, it's Bryce Young. But then we got to go and face the Giants. Then we have our bye week, and then we have to go face Cincinnati. In Cincinnati. I mean, hey, on the bright side, at least this isn't the most embarrassing loss of the day. Look at this. Look at the Giants right here. 40-0. 40-0. I was watching this game, and I was like, all right. I wanted to watch the rest of the games, and I actually just wanted to watch this the Sunday night game, and I almost fell asleep because the Dallas just went into MetLife and was like, yeah, this is our game to win. This is our game where we smack the shit out of the Giants. So it's a little bit of solace, but it doesn't take away from the fact that this was a horrible, horrible, pathetic performance by the Seattle Seahawks today. And if we go into next week and shit the bed in Detroit and let their offense run all over us and pass all over us like we did today, I'm gonna start pointing fingers at the coaching staff because not okay. I get that we have a lot of young players. We have the 5th youngest roster in the league, but that's not an excuse. We made the playoffs last year. I get that we got blown out, but we were competitive for the first 3 quarters. We literally did the same thing last year in the playoff game. We started off hot in the first quarter, and then we just shit the bed in the second half. We start a game, but we can't finish it. That's not okay. And Pete Carroll has to light a fire under these guys' asses because, man, this was not a good game. This was, like I said, this was the most embarrassing performance in the Pete Carroll and John Schneider era, and nothing will change my mind. At home, opening, you have all the 12s there rooting for their asses off for you guys to do something, to produce something, and you can't do anything. Like if we lose next week, just tank for Caleb, man. Just tank for Williams because at this point we don't know what we're doing. All right? Like, I almost wanted to destroy my computer because oh my goodness, this performance is going to echo. I don't care if we win a lot of games. The fact that we started off this way is not cool. And I place it solely, the blame is all on the players except for Geno. I can't even really blame the offense that much. I really can't. It goes to the coaching. It's coaching, and the defensive players. Defensive players did not show up, and the coaching was horrible, horrific, abysmal. Any bad word you can name, that's what they were tonight. So you need to go back to the drawing book, and you need to drop whatever the hell you were doing because every single play they were open down the middle, and there were a lot of times where they gave you free passes. Dropped passes. Woolen got burnt on a route. And the only reason why that wasn't a touchdown is because Matthew Stafford overthrew the guy. Pathetic, man. Absolutely pathetic. And it doesn't help. Like I said, it doesn't help that we're getting injured and we still are not full strength, and now we are even further away from full strength. Devin Witherspoon didn't play. That Jamal Adams is still out. We lost both our tackles. Like, what in the world, man? What a horrible way to start the season. I hope you guys can fix it up because people are gonna start calling for people's jobs in a second if this keeps up. I know it's only one game, but this was a game where we should have won. This is a game that we needed to win. Not needed, we should have won. And yet, we lost. And not only did we lose, we got embarrassed. I mean, there weren't any even any highlights of this game. I mean, I think Walker had a good game, 5.3 a carry is really good. I thought Walker had a really good game trying to carry, an offensive line that did not really do a good job of opening up for him. Like, I'm glad we didn't turn the ball over, but scoring no points and constantly punting on fourth down is not a good look. This is one of the worst offensive performances. I actually did see something before I made this video. This is the 12 yards that we did in the second half was the worst performance that we've had since 1991. They need to look at that and realize that this is not okay. And like I said, it's not on the offense because if you look at the time, let's see if there's a time of possession. I don't really know what the time of possession was, but time of possession was heavily in the favor of the Rams. Heavily in the favor of the Rams. They've had the ball like 40 minutes of the game, and we only had it like 20 minutes. It's because we could not get off the field. We had so many third and longs, and they converted a lot of them. Like I said, if we continue this, if the defense plays the way it keeps playing next week and the week after, we need to fire Clint Hurt. Because we were giving him a pass last year because we had a bunch of injuries, and we were playing with lower expectations. But we have high expectations going into this season, and we are not. We're looking like a D2 school right now. So y'all need to fix this shit because this is not okay. This is not okay, Pete Carroll and John Schneider. Not okay, defense. Not okay, Clint Hurt. You need to fix this. And I'm calling you for you to fix this. Like I said, you're not going to see this video, but I'm putting it out there that I'm not the only one that feels this way. Wyman was after the game was saying how disappointing of a game this was. All the fan base is disappointed in you. And you need to realize that. So hopefully we'll have a better game next week. If we don't, I'm gonna be really mad if we play like this again next week. I'm gonna be extremely mad if we play like this next week. I will probably make a video and I'll be yelling in it the entire time if I haven't already in this video. Like, I will probably be posting I'll probably put a volume warning at the beginning of the video just in case I was too loud into the mic because I'm upset. I'm embarrassed. I'm disappointed. Because you guys are looking like the Texans right now. You guys are looking like the Cardinals right now. When we're supposed to be better than that. So, fix it, John Schneider and Pete Carroll. Mainly Pete Carroll since he's the one that's coaching. Pete Carroll's just sitting on the sideline looking confused. And it's like, change up your scheming. Like, if they're constantly getting the middle wide open, start running some more cover 4s, cover 3s. Don't run cover 2. And Bobby needs to step up. He said he feels like he's still at the top of his game. No, not in this game you weren't. So everybody needs to sit back, point in the mirror, because this loss was solely on them, obviously. So we'll see what happens going into next week. I will probably be making another video. I don't know when. I'll probably just maybe making another pregame video later in the week. But this is pathetic. This is pathetic, Pete Carroll and John Schneider and the entire Seahawks team, honestly. Besides Geno, I can't blame Geno for this game. Geno was frustrated because he kept getting sacked and he could not get on the field because his defense kept selling him. So comment below on your thoughts of the game. I'm sure they're as very similar to mine. If you like the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share for more Seahawks and Seattle sports content. I will probably be making another. I don't know when I'll be making another Mariners video. We've been shitting the bed. The Mariners, both Seattle teams, have been shitting the bed lately. So there's really not much to say on that. But like I said, if you like the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share for more Seahawks and Seattle sports content. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good night, and go Hawks, go Mariners, and go Kraken.